Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's Thought Provoking Change call, where we are excited to be discussing relationship capital and what is it. Good morning to everyone that's on the call with us live, and to those that are watching the replay of this, welcome, and make sure that you leave your thoughts and your comments below so we can learn a little bit about you as well as you learn about us, and we can learn and grow together. So who has ever heard the term relationship capital? Has anybody ever heard that one?
Mm-mm.
I heard it this morning at 5:30 a.m.
In the text that I sent to you. Gotcha. We all know what capital is. We all know that capital is, there are many forms of capital. Money, making money is one of them. Relationship capital is when you pour into someone and you form and you gel that relationship with someone. I've become quite privy to what relationship capital is here recently with actually my buddy Colin. And it is when you develop a relationship and when you really cultivate a relationship with someone. And I have seen relationship capital at full work in my life, over the course of my entire life, even though I didn't call it relationship capital at the time. Relationship capital is when, as an example, you pour into people and they're willing to pour into you as well. Good morning, iPhone. Who are you? Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Tate. iPhone, Colin's back. There we go. Good morning, Colin and Cheryl and Ken.
Good morning, brother.
Everybody that's just joined. This morning we are speaking of relationship capital. And Colin is the originator of it, in my opinion, of deeming the term. So, Colin, would you like to up and say what this means to you? Good morning, Cheryl.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes, man. I'm actually just doing something. I'll jump right back on.
Awesome. So yeah, until he comes back, it is pouring into people and they ultimately pour back into you. I'm sure we've all heard the term of reciprocity. You get out, you bring in what you put out. And so it's along the same concepts, along the same vein of that. You always want to pour into people. You always want to lift people up and make people better. Or you should. That's my belief. We all come from different beliefs, and I'm not going to judge you if our beliefs may be a little bit different. However, I am all about pouring into other people, pouring into everybody that I can to help them in whatever ways that I can. And also, let me just say, JT is actually on the call. He's here in the room with me. So he did not hop on so that we wouldn't have the ring back of being too close to each other. So just pouring into people, because you never know when you're going to need something to come back to you. And again, it is not a situation you pour into person A and person A will be the person to pour back into you. It may come from somebody else. You give and you receive. That is biblical as well. Some people say that you should not test God. I completely disagree. Even the Bible says, test me and know that I am good. So yes, you should put people to the test, and you should be expecting when you pour out. Some people call it karma. You get back the good, you get back the bad, you get back whatever. So deem it whatever word you want to call it, but it is all the same thing. So what is the best way to pour into someone? What is the best way to see someone to their full potential? Cheryl, you look like you would be very knowledgeable on this and pouring into people. What's the best way to pour into somebody to help them reach their full potential?
Let me get unmuted. Oh, am I unmuted?
Muted.
Being interested in what they're doing and engaging with them, asking questions more than just like, what's up? Ask specific questions to their business model, the things they're going through personally, emotionally, whether it's family, kids, or business. It's engaging with them, showing a true interest.
It's better to be interested than interesting, right?
Correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good morning, baby. What about you? What's relationship capital advice that you could give us?
I think more than anything, it's important to always pour into other people. I know that I have always made an effort to really pour into other people. Any chance that I could physically, emotionally, or financially help others. I know after I lost my late husband, I never thought I'd be in that situation. And there were so many people who poured into me when I needed it. I never thought I would be in that situation, needing that type of support, but I had always strived to give people support in their time of need, especially, and knowing on the receiving end how important it was to receive it at that time, it makes it even more aware to me that when people are in need, to pour into them.
Very cool. Very cool. Always paying it forward. Hey, Juanita, good morning, all the way from South Africa.
Good morning. I'm doing so well. How are you?
Blessed and unstoppable. You get moved?
Yes, I have, but I think I've only unpacked 3 boxes.
Congratulations on the move.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So, Colin, good morning and welcome with your Nirvana shirt on. Looks great. Doing some oh snap, I see. Way to get the one.
Good morning, man. Good morning, bro. I gotta get my vitamins, man. I've been on the road a lot, as we all have, at least some of us. So definitely have to get the vitamins in. If I'm not eating them, I gotta get them somehow.
That's it. So,
Awesome.
Colin, we are talking about relationship capital. So let's hear your take on it, because I know that's a term that you really enjoy using.
Absolutely. No, I appreciate you having me, Jonathan. Appreciate everybody being here. Good morning, wherever we may be. I know we're international, as it sounds, this morning on the call. So relationship capital for me is very important. A lot of people work to obtain, to grow. I know we're getting a little background noise. If everybody can just mute their mic. I think there's somebody with a hot mic. It sounds like they're in the gym. But with that being said, a lot of us go out to build companies, to build opportunities, to have a position at a company, whatever it may be. And we're out earning an income. We have a talent, we have a skill set, right? We're monetizing a product or service. Hey, can we turn that mic off, Jonathan? Just go ahead and mute that. They got a hot mic. Sounds like they're in the gym. Sparrow.
There we go.
Awesome. There we go. We got some rock and roll music. we gotta get him some oh snap, man. He's in the gym tearing it up. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we have the opportunity to do a lot more than just go out and work, right? And earn an income and monetize a product and sell our services and do all these things that we do on a day-to-day basis to make a living for our family, right? So that we can go the next day, we can go the next week, we can go the next month. But the big thing is as you're building a company, as you're building an opportunity, you have one thing that's super important: finding other talented individuals, right, that have the opportunity to actually work together in collaboration to actually drive, grow, develop, and build, right? A lot of people, I feel like, want that, they need that, but sometimes there's that little 2 inches between your ears, right? There's that little space that says, hey, how do I do this? Right? A lot of people are like, hey, I don't know where to find good talent. I don't know where to find good people. But a lot of times we meet people. A lot of times we have conversations with people that are actually nothing to do with who we are, what we do, or the value that we provide in the business that we do on a day-to-day basis. And we just move by them, right? And we just say, oh, that was a nice server. Oh, that was an awesome breakfast, great meal, right? We don't ask them questions. We don't learn about them, right? So I feel like relationship capital to me is taking the time when people come in your path. There's two scenarios: taking the time when people come in your path just to learn a little bit about them, connect with them, engage with them, pour into them, because it may light a spark in them and they may give you a nugget. They may give you something that's tangible, right, directly or indirectly, that you can actually apply in your day, that's actually going to help you win, or potentially even create a relationship with them that's going to make a long-lasting relationship for the rest of your life. The second type of relationship capital for me is actually the relationship that you currently have. A lot of people are looking for opportunity. They're seeking to develop things. They're seeking change, but they forget, right? They actually forget that there's not any other tool or resource that's actually amazing than your phone. A lot of people want to run different. Sorry, people are blowing my phone up right now. I guess it's their ears are burning. I had just like 9 text messages as I just literally my phone's like ding 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 ding. It's like 5 different people. Oh, it keeps going. So I'm in the car right now because my baby's sleeping. So I'm gonna focus now with the barrage of text here. But we have the opportunity, right? We have the opportunity to actually build these relationships with people that are in our phone. We forget, like, when's the last time? Everybody ask yourself this, because this is super important. And I know the answer because I know it for myself, right? And we're all the same. When's the last time on your free time, right, when you were relaxing, having a coffee, sitting on the patio, whatever it may be, reflecting, when's the last time you actually went in your phone, your primary, because I know some of us have a work phone, a personal phone. We have more than one phone. When's the last time you actually went in your cell phone and took the time to clean it out, to organize it, right? And to actually say, okay, this is a personal contact, this is a business contact. I haven't talked to this person in a month, 3 months, 6 months, or maybe a week, and I have an opportunity, and they have the gift, they have the skill set and the talent that I need, and or myself. Hey, you know what? I just need to reach out to them irregardless, because I want to hire them. I want to put them on a project, or I just want to see how they're doing. Relationship capital to me is that too. I had that conversation with someone not too long ago, and they did a very significant deal, right? Based on they were traveling. They were traveling to speak, and they kept speaking at events, seeking the opportunity that they wanted for that particular department and or category within their business. And I told them, I said, hey man, I said, we've been friends for years. I said, have you ever thought of organizing your cell phone? Have you ever thought to take a couple hours to sit down and reflect on what it is that you're looking for and try to find that within your phone? He called me back. He said, man, you're absolutely right. He goes, I have 3 people that are in my Rolodex that I'm friends with, that I personally know, that have that talent and skill set. And now I'm doing a deal and it worked out. So for me, relationship capital is managing one part, the relationships that you have, remembering who it is that you know, who it is that you've worked with, who it is that you've met, who's helped you throughout life, who you've helped throughout life, and just keeping that part organized. And also pouring into people, just like Kate said, and a few other people I believe said, the physical, the emotional, and the financial, right? If you have the opportunity, you have the resources, you have the tools to make somebody smarter, stronger, faster, more efficient, more effective, and you have a relationship with them, and you're not helping them hit those metrics, and you're not pouring into them, you're doing yourself a disservice as much as them, because you're going to win with them. It's not them winning, you building them. It's you building you building them together, right? And I feel a lot of us have that complex sometimes, that we forget that. It's like, oh no, it's me. I'm going to pour into my business. I'm going to build my tools. I'm going to build my resources. I'm going to build my Rolodex. And we've all done it. We're all in that same boat. We have those same thoughts. So I feel like it's super critical, and it's really helpful if we can all, and again, positive mental attitude. Why? Having the right mindset, controlling our thoughts, and then controlling our emotions will help us make better choices. Because I feel like myself personally only think that way and operate that way when I'm at peak performance, when I'm the happiest. So what do I have to do to make myself happy personally, so that I can focus professionally to actually create these relationships, build these tools and resources? When I'm dialed in, I'm dangerous, right? So I feel like, again, it's really important to have the right people around you doing the right things the right way, because when you're happy here and here, right, everything you're going to do is going to have a better result.
No doubt. Very, very well said. For those of you that are watching the replay, hit hashtag replay and let us hear your thoughts and your comments on that incredible word that we just received from Colin. You can't get a much better explanation of the word relationship capital than what we just heard. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Ken, what's the best way for you to build relationship capital?
Asking specific questions and trying to layer questions on top of questions. And the other part that I find has helped me is being able to actually listen to their answers.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people will give you an answer, but that's not exactly what they mean. Or so you have to keep asking those questions to get to the real answer. And that's something that I've been working on personally, just because I used to ask horrible questions.
There you go. And the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. That's how we all grow. That's how we all learn, is ask a better series of questions, better quality questions, without a doubt. Diana, good morning. How are you in sunny Miami? Might be really warm down there. Anyway, Lisa, let's hear your thoughts. We always like to hear from you, Lisa.
You know, I wasn't joking when I said I heard it this morning for the first time, relationship capital, and it makes sense, your explanation and Colin's explanation. And the interesting part about it is I've been doing it anyway, because I love building relationships. One of my superpowers is I'm the one that keeps the friendship going between people, because I'm the one that reaches out. I'm the one that does this. And in the last few years, I realized that it needs to shift a little bit. It's like, okay, how can we help each other move forward? Because we can. And it's just not about keeping the relationship going. It's about growing, evolving, and moving forward together. Whereas previously, before I had my transformation, it was just keeping the relationships alive. And now, no, okay, so we're going to have this relationship. We're going to continue to grow and move forward. And and I heard, if you're not growing, you're dying, right?
Mhm.
I don't know who said it, but if you're not growing, you're dying. And I'm always want to be growing. And my friends that don't want to be growing, well, when you're ready, come find me.
Right.
Come find me.
Right.
I'm still here, but come find me, because I'm moving and I want you to move with me. Yet I'm not gonna let you hold me back like the crabs in the container where they try to pull you back down, right? You want to come, but you're not gonna pull me back in.
Right.
And building my relationships and using the ones that, and really growing the ones that are going to help me and I'm going to help them is really important. I think it's a wonderful thing, and I'm glad to be talking about relationship capital today.
Absolutely. It's a great subject, something that you unfortunately, I don't think people focus on nearly enough. You know, there's an old saying to develop your weaknesses. I totally disagree with that whole comment. I think that's one of the dumbest pieces of advice anybody could ever give. Develop your weaknesses. No, they're your weaknesses. Embrace them. They're somebody else's strength. Hire them out.
Yeah.
Focus on your strengths. Run with your strengths. Hire out your weaknesses. And a great way to do that is to have that relationship capital of I'm looking to put on an event, let's say, Lisa. And so you look for people that can help you put together that event. You don't have to do everything yourself.
No.
There are phenomenal event coordinators. There are phenomenal event coordinators on this very call. Hint, hint,
Cool.
nudge, nudge to anybody paying attention. You never know who you might be speaking with. You never know who you might have contact with that you don't know. Maybe you don't know because you haven't built relationship capital with them. So, again, you never, ever know who you're talking about, whether it be in a specific niche or industry. There's somebody on this call right now that's looking at getting into the pressure washing business. Voila, I've been doing it for 20 years. You never know who you're talking to. You
It's
never
more
know.
car detailing.
Say that again.
It's car detailing.
Hey,
Pressure washing's involved a little bit, but it's more detail.
I understand. And Chris is learning that he has to raise his prices. He's coming up a little bit, but he's going to learn he needs to triple his prices before he can even consider staying in business. There's your
True.
nugget. And we're not even charging for that one. So, Chris, since you're on the hot mic, tell us what relationship capital means to you and how you could fully utilize it.
Well, from what I'm learning, I've never really heard of it, but I've actually did a lot of thinking about it. Getting people around me that want to grow and want to move past where they're at. Again, my current job right now is Jordan Lumber Company, and I was working on getting into a leadership position, but with mitigating circumstances, it changed my path. That's when I decided to start out on my own business because I can't grow anymore where I'm at, and the people that I'm around don't really want to grow. So I'm trying to look for another network and try to get involved with other people who want to grow and who can help me grow. So a lot of what I'm hearing and a lot of what I heard last week, because I listened to the last week's podcast, it's helped me out a lot because I think I found a way for me to grow finally. And it's to get to know more people.
That's it. I'm sure you've heard the concept, your network determines your net worth.
Yes.
Okay. Pick up the call from last week. It's on my YouTube channel. That's what we talked about last week was the power of your network.
Right.
So that is how you grow. That is how you expand. And one of the things that was talked about last week, which can be said this week as well, everybody on this call, with the exception of my amazing wife and you guys, I have met through networking through masterminds. So that's definitely the way to grow, without a doubt. Miss Juanita Cap, perfect timing. I was about to be calling on you again, and I see you raising your hand.
Here I am. Sorry, I had to quickly step out for a moment. Someone delivered a parcel. Now, I just want to say this is a wonderful session from what I've heard so far. Awesome comments. And yes, relationship capital is extremely important. I find that the following two points that work for me is I have a consistent relationship building measure. I look after people on a consistent basis, and therefore there's always that deposit. So the moment that there needs to be collaboration or assistance from their side, either or. There's always a fluency, so that's the one thing. And then also the other thing, Jonathan, I get to know people on a personal level, and I always offer them love and acceptance no matter what they're going through. And I think that's also very important. People need to feel comfortable, they need to feel valued, and they need to feel loved. So that's all that I wanted just to add there.
That's awesome. And you're absolutely right. Valuing somebody is, I don't even have words for it. I mean, placing value on somebody can help carry them through to the next level, because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. We had the Facebook life,
Yeah.
and then we have Twitter life, and we have the Insta life, and then we have real life.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of times they don't always match up. And so letting someone know, hey, I see you. I don't just see you, I value you. I respect you. I honor you. Unfortunately, a lot of people just don't get that. So those are amazing words, Juanita. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, Jonathan.
That's incredible. Kyle, how are you this morning? Kyle? Okay, well, for those of you that are watching the replay of this, either on Facebook or on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to the channels, to like the channels, and to let us hear your thoughts and your comments below. It really helps us grow and helps us continue to put on great shows where we are learning and we are growing together. We look forward to seeing each and every one of you again next Monday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for more thought-provoking change. Remember, you are loved. Together, teamwork makes the dream work. See you again next Monday morning.